Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we are going to continue our project with this pink tone Penguin Cygnus Petrol lighter. The last time that we were here, you saw me switch out this snuffer, which may be a shade lighter than the actual gold tone that should be on this lighter, but it'll work for now till we can find a more suitable replacement. This snuffer does have some scuffs here on the back side, so it wasn't in mint condition anyway, but at least it wasn't bent like the original one was. So hopefully we will be lighting this lighter up here by the time we are done with this video. But for now, we are going to need to remove all the wadding so that we can put a new wick in there and replace it with a new one and put new wadding back in there. This lighter didn't look very used at all. There was just a little bit of carbon buildup around the ignition area, the wick chimney. Not a ton. This wadding looks extremely fresh. And there you can see the wick. So somehow the wick just got lost down in there. But it sure looks like all of this wadding is going to come out at one time. And that is beautiful. That's also clean enough that I'm just going to reuse it. Got a little piece of wood there. Not sure. Somebody stuck a toothpick down in there. Or it's not sawdust. You'll see sawdust in these old lighters a lot of times. That's not the case here. We are going to go back in here with the smallest diameter wick that was sent to me from our friend in the UK, the UK eBay seller, David2052. See his wicks back here. And I have tied a wire lasso onto this one that we will feed it down through here and hopefully be able to fish it right out of there. Shouldn't be too much of a job in this particular lighter. See that going down the chimney, and we have the other end fished out the bottom here. Now if everything is lined up, we should just be able to apply pressure, pull that down through there, and there you go. Pulling your wire, the wick feels a little bit snug, about like it should. So I think that we have got the right wick for this particular lighter. We'll leave plenty of it up here to ignite. That looks perfect to me. So we will go ahead now and, well, let's just see if we can pull this wire off. If we can't pull it off, then we'll have to cut it off. But you're tying just a basic knot around that, just like you were tying your shoes without tying the actual knot over the loop that you initially make. It's just a simple knot. That's it. So couldn't pull that off. We'll see if I can. There we go. Well, maybe I cut into the wick instead of the wire. There's our wire off. Still, well, let's just see. We need to pull it back up a little. That may be a little too much. Right about there is about where we want it. Now we're just going to feed this cotton, we don't have to leave it in such a dense form. We can kind of stretch it out here to feed it back down in there. But it came out relatively easy. It should not be too difficult to get back out. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of our wick down in there before we start, or be ready to, well, actually that's probably about right. So let's just yeah, that's feeding it back down in there about like we want it. Have a little bit of wick left here up the top that we can curl around the bottom. These precision screwdrivers come in handy for a lot of different things, and one of them is using them as a pick to re-wad these lighters. So now we will curl that around, bury it down here with the wadding. Use our tweezers, hopefully. Okay, so there we go. Well, we had it for a moment. There's our wick. Sort of coiled down in there. Have plenty of room to get our fuel screw back on. So first and foremost here, before we fuel it up, let's pull our Flint spring assembly and drop a new Flint down the tube. Reinstall the Flint spring assembly. See if we can. No contact being made yet. The file roller is just turning. Still turning. Still turning. So let's back this back out. This happens from time to time. And typically it is just the direction the spring is kind of leaning, getting caught on its way through there. And now we have contact with the file wheel. Good spark. So we'll go ahead and tighten that on down. That should be plenty tight enough. Good solid spark. Very white wick. Open up our can of Roncinol fuel, which we have been using exclusively here at Dependable Flame for the last couple of years, simply because it's so much cheaper than the Zippo fuel. Now we'll fuel this up. Let that absorb down in there. Spilt a little bit of it. We've talked many times about Cygnus lighters, and I have said that I believe they are almost impervious to vapor lock. Definitely do not suffer from it to the same degree that many other lighters do. But you still don't want to overfill the lighter simply because you don't want to waste any more fuel than you have to. And there you can see I've done it again. It's dripping out all over my hand there. And we need to dump the rest of this out. So I'm going to dump this out off camera. So now that we've got that dumped out off camera, we can go ahead and replace our fill screw. And now we should have a complete working Penguin Cygnus lighter. Pink tone with gold accents. It's in really good shape. And I cannot wait to show this off. By the time you guys see these videos, I will have already made shorts for this lighter and shown it off. Not only in a short on YouTube, but also on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So make sure that you check out all of those platforms. We are present on all of them. But a tremendous lighter that I am thrilled to own and glad to get this new wick and have this lighter working. Until next time.